Our topic is a survey on the dietary habits of pharmacy students at Silpakorn University over the course of 1 week. This report is part of course 555-121 Statistics and Pharmaceutical Applications, Faculty of Pharmacy, Silpakorn University, Semester 1, Academic Year 2024.
Hello, my name is Chญาน Boy Pong 004.
My name is ชลพร กระตายทอง 005.
My name is ชาญพจน 006.
My name is พัชญา สิทธิสาร 058.
Hello, my name is ออน นรงค์พงษ์ 067
My name is จิดาภา กฤตยากรน 074.
My name is รัตจิราพร สุภาพเจริญ 102.
My name is ชนิสรา เลอมานกุล 122
My name is ธนิดา นนตรี 139.
My name is เพียงตะวัน ปราสาททองโอสถ 164
Have you ever wondered what type of food you eat each week and how those foods affect you, both positively and negatively? We've been curious too, so we create a form to see what kinds of food each student in the Faculty of Pharmacy consume in 1 week. We collected data by asking students in the Faculty of Pharmacy to fill out a form that we created to find out which type of food each person consumes the most.
The reason for our interest in this topic over the course of 1 week, this information will be analyzed statistically to understand the impacts of food consumption that can have both positive and negative effects on the student's health. Additionally, the insights gained from this data will be used to promote better health practices among the students in the future.
Data collection process. We created a survey using Google Form to investigate the eating habit of students in the Faculty of Pharmacy at Silpakorn University. The survey was conducted over a period of 1 week, from September 13 to September 24, 2024, totaling 12 days. The data collected included participant years of students and the frequency of consuming various food types. This is a Google form that our group has created for a survey, which include questions about participant years and frequency of consuming various food types. From this information, we created bar chart displaying the number of days each type of food was consumed by pharmacy students.
Analysis of data on consumption frequency of food types in 1 week. First, processed meat consumption. The analysis of processed meat consumption shows that the highest proportion of respondents, about 34.29%, consume processed meats 1 to 2 days per week. This is followed by those who consume them 3 to 4 days per week, about 27.62%. Then those who consume 5 to 6 days per week, about 17.14%. The daily consumer accounts for 14.29%, while the smallest group, those who do not consume processed meats at all, is 6.67%. This is the table showing the number of people and percentage in its frequency of consumption of processed meat products in 1 week. This is the bar graph, shows the number of people in each frequency who consume processed meat products in 1 week, and the pie chart shows the percentage for each frequency of consuming processed meat products in 1 week.
Frozen ready-to-eat food. The consumption of frozen ready-to-eat meals revealed that the highest proportion of respondents consume them 1 to 2 days per week, 57.14%. This was followed by those who did not consume them at all, 25.71%. Those who consume them 3 to 4 days per week, 16.19%. And those who consume them 5 to 6 days per week, 0.95%. The least represented group was those who consume them every day, 0%. From this information, we create a table showing the number of people and percentage for each frequency of consuming frozen ready-to-eat meals in 1 week. Bar chart showing the number of people for each frequency of consuming frozen ready-to-eat meals in 1 week. And pie chart showing the percentage of each frequency of consuming frozen ready-to-eat meals in 1 week. High-fat food. The consumption of high-fat foods show that the highest proportion of respondents consume them 1 to 2 days per week and 3 to 4 days per week, 39.05%. And this was followed by those who consume them 5 to 6 days per week, 11.43%. And those who did not consume them at all, 6.67%. And the least represented group was those who consume them every day, 3.81%. From this information, we create a table showing the number of people and percentage for each frequency of consuming high-fat food in 1 week. Bar chart showing the number of people for each frequency of consuming high-fat foods in 1 week. And pie chart showing the percentage of each frequency of consuming high-fat foods in 1 week.
For fast food, the consumption of fast food revealed that the highest proportion of respondents consume it 1 to 2 days per week, about 54.29%. This was followed by those who consume it 3 to 4 days per week, about 70.95%. Those who did not consume it at all, about 12.38%. And those who consume it 5 to 6 days per week, about 10.48%. The least represented group was those who consume it every day, about 1.9%. From this information, we created a table showing the number of people and percentage for each frequency of consuming fast foods in 1 week. This is bar chart showing the number of people for each frequency of consuming fast food in 1 week, and pie chart showing the percentage of each frequency of consuming fast food in 1 week. 5. Instant food. Consumption of instant food show that those who consume them 1 to 2 days per week make up the highest proportion, about 60.95%. This is followed by those who do not consume them at all, about 70%. Those who consume them 3 to 4 days per week, about 16.19%. Those who consume them 5 to 6 days per week, about 1.9%. And the lowest proportion is found in those who consume them every day, about 0.95%. From this information, we created a table showing the number of people and the percentage for each frequency of instant food consumption in 1 week. This is bar chart showing the number of people for each frequency of instant food consumption in 1 week, and pie chart showing the percentage of each frequency of instant food consumption in 1 week.
The consumption of snacks or crispy snacks revealed that the highest proportion of respondents consume them 1 or 2 days per week,
representing 37.41%. This was followed by those who consume them 3 or 4 days per week, representing 35.24%. Those who consume them 5 or 6 days per week, representing 13.33%, and those who did not consume them at all, representing 8.57%. The least represent group was those who consume them every day, representing 5.71%. From this information, we create the pie chart and the bar graph. The pie chart shows the percentage for each frequency of consuming snacks or crispy snacks in 1 week. The bar graph also shows the number of people in each frequency who consume snacks or crispy snacks in 1 week. The consumption of non-alcoholic drinks show that the highest proportion of respondents consume them 3 or 4 days per week and did not consume them at all, both representing 23.81%. This was followed by those who consume them 1 or 2 days per week, representing 20.95%, and those who consume them 5 or 6 days per week, representing 17.14%. The least represent group was those who consume them every day, representing 14.29%. From this information, we create the pie chart and the bar graph. The pie charts show the percentage for each frequency of consuming non-alcoholic drinks in 1 week, and the bar graph also shows the number of people in each frequency who consume non-alcoholic drinks in 1 week.
The consumption of raw and cooked vegetables shows that those who consume them 3 or 4 times a week make up the highest proportion, about 33.33%. This is followed by those who consume them 5 or 6 times a week, about 24.76%, and those who consume them once or twice a week, about 19.05%. Those who consume them every day, about 16.19%, and the lowest proportion is found in those who cannot consume them at all, about 6.67%. From this information, we create a table showing the number of people by frequency of consuming raw and cooked vegetables in 1 week.
Summary of food consumption in each group. The surveys identify a total of 9 food groups, which can be divided into 2 categories: food harmful to health and food beneficial to health. Food harmful to health include processed meat, frozen ready-to-eat meal, high-fat food, Western fast food, semi-prepared food, snack or crispy snack, and bottled non-alcoholic beverage. High consumption of these foods increases the risk of non-communicable disease. When examining consumption within this group, those at high risk, consuming more than 5 days per week, show the highest consumption of frozen ready-to-eat meal, followed by semi-prepared food, Western fast food, high-fat food, snack or crispy snack, bottled non-alcoholic beverage, and processed meat in that order.
Foods beneficial to health in this country include raw and cooked vegetable and fruit. This group contact with the first. Consuming this food in larger quantity is associated with better health outcome. However, the survey found that individuals in this group consume raw and cooked vegetable and fruit in relatively low proportion, indicating a need for increased intake for optimal health benefit. This page table showing the number of people and percentage with low and high risk in food that negatively impact health. Next table showing the number of people and percentage with appropriate and inappropriate dietary habits that positively impact health.
The graph shows the percentage distribution of individuals at low risk and high risk for each type of unhealthy food. The graph shows the percentage distribution of individuals at low risk and high risk for each type of healthy food. Suggestions. In this survey, the sample size is small with results in limited data diversity. Therefore, a larger sample size should be considered to enable a more accurate student and analysis of the consumption of different types of food among students of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Silpakorn University, over 1 week. If you have any questions, please do ask. Thank you for your time.